about 100 meters just behind me, but there was this other photographer there, and he was a right grumpy old git. Morning, I said. He said back, so I'm not going to go near him. I've decided to walk a little bit further up here. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name's Steve, that's Howie, and today I decided to venture out to the New Forest first thing in the morning. It's just gone 6 o'clock, so we've got about another 20-30 minutes before the sun comes up. I just climbed to the top of this hill and we're on top of a heathland at the moment. The place I was going to go and take a picture to start the day was about 100 meters just behind me, but there was this other photographer there, and he was a right grumpy old git. Morning, I said. He said back, so I'm not going to go near him. I've decided to walk a little bit further up here, so I'm sure I can get a good composition from somewhere further on down the trail here. We've still got some absolutely fantastic heather. As you can see, it's all lovely and purple. We've got a lovely lot of mist going on at the moment. Like I say, another 20 minutes, sun will come up, and we should be able to set up, get some good images. See you in a minute. Right, sun's been up about 30 minutes now. You wouldn't think it though. I'll just swing you around. It's meant to be up there, but still got some thick cloud coverage. Down in the valley, still got a lot of mist down there. Don't mind that, that can stay there all day long. It's just that sun, it just needs to break through. You need quite a lot of patience to do sunrise landscape photography, I think. Don't mind doing a bit of woodland, because as you're walking along, every tree's different, every scene's different. But here I think you need a little bit more patience. Once you've set up, you've just got to wait for the light to turn up, really. But I'm going to persevere and keep with it. Another thing is it's quite challenging to get up at about 5 in the morning on a Sunday morning just to take a few shots. But like I say, I haven't done it for a while, so it's well worth the effort, I think. So I just walk the dog around the heathland for a little bit longer. Like I say, I'm already set up, ready to go. Just waiting for that sun to break out. Oh, here comes a bit of wind now, so hopefully everything will brighten up. Let's hope so. Right, not quite sure if that sun's going to break out. I've been here about 90 minutes now. It's getting a bit boring, so I thought I was just going to crack on anyway. So first composition is I'm going to do a little panorama of just this foreground here, going all the way around. We've got some beautiful colours going on, and the light, believe it or not, isn't too bad actually, because you are picking out these lovely purples, greens and burnt oranges, so that'll be good for the foreground. Obviously we've got a little bit of mist still in the valley down there, and I'll just talk you through my settings. So we've got 1/60th of a second, f8 ISO 100, and I've leveled it up so I can swing it all the way around, and basically my green line does stay as close to horizontal as possible. So I'm going to start about there. So I've got it all lined up, got it all. It's going to be on autofocus on this particular set of shots, but what I'll do first, I'll put my hand in front of the camera and I know my starting point. Otherwise, when I get them back into Lightroom, I've got a load of images and I know they're going to be all in the right order, but it's nice to start with one and then work my way through. So .1/60th of a second should be good enough to eliminate the wind which is moving the ferns at the moment. One more. Right, that should be enough for now. I'll probably do it a couple of times because obviously the light is changing and the sun is wanting to break out, even though it's not at the moment. So I'm going to do this a few times, then I'll pop the image up for you. Right, playing a waiting game with the sun at the moment. I just swing round, you can see behind me it's trying to break out, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to do it in the next hour or so. But what I have come across is this beautiful silver birch tree at the moment. The colours are starting to turn already, which is quite unusual because we're only at the end of summer, like beginning of September really. So we've got these lovely burnt orange colours going on. And what I'd like to do is, if that sun comes out a little bit more, is do possibly an intimate scene with just the trunk and the first third of the tree, heather on the base of the image as well, and because we've got the lovely purples, we've got some burnt orange as well, with some of the ferns that are starting to turn, which will match in nicely with the leaves as well. So if that sun comes out, that'll be my next image, so wish me luck. The light's about as good as it's going to get before it gets harsh now, because it's gone 8 o'clock. So I'll just talk you through the settings of the image I explained to you a minute ago. We've got 160th of a second, f5.6 ISO 100. I'm just going to zoom in on the tree trunk itself. Let's make sure that is, there we go, that's nice and sharp. I'll come back out again. As you can see, we've got the mist in the background still, which is really nice. We've made the trunk a third to the left hand side of the image, and we are still picking up some heather, purple heather at the bottom, and we've got 3 trees. First one here is the main one, then we've got 2 to the right hand side that should just lead off. So 3-second timer. Excellent. I'll be taking a couple more of these, maybe just slightly different angles, and just pop up the best one for you. Right, and with that the sun's come out. So after my last image, I thought I'd just take a wander around, and another silver birch has caught my attention as I was walking along the top of this heathland. I haven't been here before, this particular part of the New Forest, so like I say, it's all about scouting out today, seeing what I can get. But with that sun coming out a little bit more, it brightens up all the floor as well, so it really lifts those purples up. So I'll just talk you through my next composition. So there we are, that's the tree I'll be taking a picture of, the silver birch. We have got the trunk just lit up now with the sun, nice and silver. The leaves are starting to catch as well. We've got some Scotch pines in the background, we've got another birch on that side, and if it brightens up a little bit more, we might even get some purples in the background on the valley on the other side as well. So this would be 320th of a second, f5.6 ISO 100. I'll just zoom in, and what I will be doing is getting that fern there as a leading line towards the birch itself, rather than just take a picture of the birch. It looks a bit boring where we've got all this absolutely beautiful foliage all the way around us. I thought I'd use that as well. So let's just make sure that is in focus. There we go. using quite a fast shutter speed as well, because if the wind blows it you'll get a little bit of a blur. So oh, manual focus now. Oh, big mistake. There we go. Now we're in manual. That's it. Come back out again. I'm not quite sure if I use it on this size, or I might crop it a bit, or I might just zoom in a little bit. I do like the way that the ferns do lead and point towards the tree. I'll pop that one up for you.
The fields of our paths, feelings part our ways, keeping us close but estranged now. Dreams holding us closer, meadows of our youth, 107 days, but recalling it backwards. Our dreams holding.
I think I better call it a day now. Sun's getting a bit harsh now. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. It has broken through, but everything's just starting to get a little bit washed out in the way of contrast, stuff like that. So we'll just take one more picture. Let me just swing around and let me show you what it is. So we've just got the heather that leads through to the middle. We've got a curve on the road just in the very background there, which just swings around the back of this silver birch tree there. As I say, we're going to have to do some little bit of clever editing just to make it a bit more contrasty, because everything seems to be a bit washed out at the moment. But as it is, I'll be using my 18 to 140mm lens at 70mm, 125th of a second, f9 ISO 100, and I'm just going to be focusing on those Scotch pines just on the left hand side of that image. I'll take that for you now. I think I'll call it a day now. It's been quite the morning, shall we say, walking around scouting this new area out. I'm really happy with the heather and some of the images I got today. It's just the fact that I was just waiting nearly 3 hours for that sun to come out, which does get a little bit tedious and boring, shall we say, especially since I got here about 6 this morning. But as it is, I'm really happy with today's shoot really, and sun's decided to break through. Bit late for it. Would have preferred it to be about 7 o'clock this morning and had a lovely sunrise, but you know, you don't choose the weather, do you? You just get dealt it. So all in all, I think I've had quite a good day actually, since I haven't been here before. And these heathers, I think they might last another couple of weeks yet, so I'll definitely be trying to get back here. Bit of a challenge getting up at 5 in the morning to get here for 6, but I've been here 3 hours, had a good explore around, and I'm quite happy with the compositions I got for the light that was available to me. And if you have liked today's video, please like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.